getting, I think, dangerously close to score territory. So if you guys can just go ahead and tell me what loadout you've got.
I've got the basic one that I can take. Fine clothes and jewelry, a fine disguise kit, fine loaded dice, which has and trick cards.
Well, you don't have to tell me what it is. You just tell me, are you doing light, normal, or heavy?
I think light because we get +1 no matter what.
Yeah, you get an extra one no matter what.
So I think light is
gives you 4 items with your +1.
With the +1.
Yeah.
You get 4 load.
Load.
So like if I have a 0 load, that doesn't count towards anything, right?
Right.
Because there's a few things that are
considered light.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying there's things that are considered 0 load that I can still take, is what I'm saying. Right. So I can take up to 4 load. Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure I get that correct.
On your equipment list.
Cool.
That's how many items you can have on that.
So I'm on a light load as well.
Light, okay. And keep in mind, light is dressed as a civilian. Normal, you would look like an operator. You would look like a criminal. And heavy, you would look like a spec ops.
So walking down the street, like with literal like knives, just attached everywhere.
Yeah. So, you guys are light. You look like civilians. You're wearing your street clothes. You have everything neatly concealed. No guards are gonna, ask you any weird questions
that we know of.
Unless they're just.
We've had worse things happen.
Yeah.
Indeed, we have.
So yeah, you guys were just shown where the bar is. I believe it was Weston and Xander who went inside. Milo, I think, was hanging out outside.
Yeah, isn't the quest board, the job board is on the outside, right?
It's on the inside.
It's on the inside. Okay.
Of the tavern. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I think he's still gonna hang outside. Kind of. Okay. Is smoking a thing?
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like he's got like a pipe, maybe. I'm trying to see what I'm trying to think what Milo. Yeah, a small pipe, and he just kind of leans against the side where like the door opens, and like he's just looking at everyone that walks in and out, and just kind of sizes them up, but doesn't say anything. Gives them like the nod and like.
Well, all right. Let's establish this here. Where is tobacco imported from?
I feel like it's grown here.
I don't know that there's much space for it here. Because the only place that has fertile enough soil to grow anything is going to be Stokes Croft, which is the town's food supply, or the administration district, which is the mayor's private garden. Nowhere else has soil. The rest, it's just barren dirt.
Oh, never mind then.
So let's say it's imported from one of the other cities. Rotten Heights. Okay.
The old magic city still has some magic in the soil.
That's yeah, I can buy that. All right.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I forgot the name of that place because it wasn't Kerrigan.
Good old Broughton Heights.
Now the dealer may have some like underground like UV lights. He might have some grow lights down in the tunnels, but you're not privy to that right now. So you're smoking your pipe.
I'm just kind of like anyone that walks in. I'm just like, afternoon, and I give him
standing by the door.
Kind of just like off to the side, leaning to the post, and giving him like afternoon, And like Milo's like a very good looking dude. Like, so he's like dressed well, and he's just kind of like given the every lady that goes by gets the extra eye, like the like hello, like he gives them that, like he doesn't say anything, but he knows that he looks good, and he uses it to his advantage.
He's schmoozing.
Yeah, basically.
Somebody walks in like, what's that creepy guy doing over there? Okay. What are the two of you doing? You've just been shown where the bar is.
I think I'm doing what he's doing, but I'm that guy that's just like, whenever you go to a bar, there's always that one dude. He's not talking to anybody, but he's just minding his own business and just like people watching.
Okay. So are you getting a drink or?
Yeah,
just...
I get a.
Okay.
But it's like I get that one drink and I milk it the whole time.
Gotcha. Yeah. You walk up to the bar, and a gentleman walks up. Hey, I'm Sasha.
Oh God.
Hello, Sasha.
What you want to drink?
Give me your I guess your lightest swill.
Wow.
I want to have a beverage, but I also want to be able to pay attention.
Okay, you want that in a pint or the tall one?
You know, I'll live dangerously, a tall one.
All right. And yeah, he pours you 22-ounce tall,
holy fuck,
disgustingly skinny glass that is like much taller than it should
Looks
be.
Looks like a test tube almost. Like just
yeah, basically.
You hold it like this.
Sets it down in front of you.
It's like a Michelob Ultra.
And for you, and he looks at you, Xander.
I'm just gonna get a small ale.
All right. You sure you don't want the tall one? It's only $1 more.
Nope. I'm just gonna do the small.
Okay. Any appetizers? It's happy hour.
Fucking God.
Nope. Just the ale. Just the ale.
Okay.
Sorry, bro. I normally would, but it's still to stay. Hey, man's keeping me down.
I got to upsell everybody. You know, I live off of tips.
That's pretty good. Hey, I tap Xander's shoulder, like, make sure you give him a good tip, and I walk away.
Okay, so you guys are you sitting at the bar? There's some high tops. What are you looking for in the bar, I guess?
I guess I'm listening for anyone talking about doing scab work, like anyone like running their mouth about like cutting through the picket line to go work.
Yeah. So it's a little slow right now. Again, it is like 10:30, 11 a.m. So there's not a ton of people in there drinking. I don't think anybody's in there necessarily like running their mouth about anything. But roll a I guess survey would be what we're looking at here.
See what that is. Survey. Oh, good. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah. Roll 2, take the lowest.
1.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. You are the only two in this bar right now.
Fantastic.
How unfortunate.
Yeah. Where are you sitting? You see the job board is kind of posted up off to the side of the bar. There's some high tops there. There's the bar right next to it. You could, sit right next to it at the bar, or, be probably 15 feet away at the high tops. Or you could get a table and be across the restaurant.
I think the high tops is probably the place to be. We're near it, but we're not far away from it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So you're 10, 15 feet away from it, sitting there. At this point, are you guys just waiting?
Actually, can I go walk over to the job board and see what's on the job board?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so you see on the job board there is a flyer for the cons job that you guys already know about.
Yep.
There is a flyer from the casino looking for a teller. There is a flyer for a bodyguard for a basically a nobleman in High Point, and there is a flyer for essentially a street level drug dealer in Clapton.
All of those tickets with the numbers gone.
Yeah. All of those.
That one's been ripped apart.
The number on that one. Yeah.
All right, cool. I go back to the high top.
Okay. Yeah, and you do see there's a spot that looks like a flyer was torn down recently.
Maybe that was the other job there.
Yeah, I think that's where the person we are waiting for. Yeah. Oh.
Or yeah. Or the newsies job, or the newspaper job. All right.
Cool. So you guys hanging out there, waiting around?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you're there for I think a few hours. And just kind of waiting to see what happens. You see a couple of people kind of come in for lunch. They end up going. Sasha gives you some weird looks along the way, but doesn't really bother you over there. And then eventually, Milo, you see someone start to stroll in with a briefcase. He has pinstripe pants.
I remember I have this
white shirt.
He's
with,
about 5'11", pinstripe
suspenders.
pants.
Yeah. And wearing this
fedora.
douchey looking fedora.
Yes. I wrote all this shit down because I wanted to remember what he looked like.
You see him stroll right into the door.
Can I like I do the like nod to like the next like woman that walks by and do like the little hat like thing and my lady, and I turn and like jaunt in behind pinstriped fedora man.
Okay.
Kind of like it's I give him space. It's not like I'm right behind him, but it's more like
okay.
I'm just kind of like, oh, it's my turn to walk into tchotchkes, basically. Like,
okay. So you're trying to do this
like nonchalant.
Do you want to try to do it so that he doesn't notice, or are you just trying to blend into the crowd?
I'm trying to like
other people are walking.
I'm trying to like blend in enough that he doesn't think I'm a threat yet.
Okay, give me a prowl roll.
I think I have,
just to see if he notices.
I think I have advantage in prowl.
You have 2 points.
I have 2. Yes.
Yep.
I rolled 2 4s.
2 4s. Let you push yourself after the fact if you want to try it again. Otherwise, he notices you. as you come in, and it's not a huge deal. You successfully make it in. It doesn't cause a scene. He doesn't know who you are, so but he does notice you standing there and then dipping in after he walks in.
Could I use my cloak and dagger special ability to add a D1D6? When you use a disguise or other form of covert misdirection, another form of covert misdirection, to confuse or deflect suspicion. That's
yeah. Go ahead and add roll one more D. See if you can get a 6.
6, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, nice. He does not notice at all. And you're able to slip in behind him amidst the crowd. There's another party that's walking in as he walks in, and you can tell as you're coming in with the party, Todd stops them and gives them the whole spiel. And you kind of wait towards the back of the party as he walks in and just gives Todd a little bit of a nod and walks straight back to the jobs board.
I'm gonna try to like blend in with this party.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'm part of that party. Yeah. And then when he starts walking them towards like the seating area, I just kind of bear off towards the bar.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. Cool. So he and the two of you now see this gentleman walking up to the jobs board. There's a little bar, I think, against the wall there. He sets his briefcase up on it. You see him begin to open it up, pulls out a flyer, posts it onto the board in the same spot where one was ripped down.
I want to fucking go up and like sweet talk him, but I also don't want to.
I mean, what do you guys want to do? Because he's gonna pretty much just
we have to make a move here.
He is starting to close his briefcase, and he begins to turn around to walk out of the restaurant.
I want to go
the paper down.
Okay.
As he's putting it up, or right after he puts it up?
Right after he puts it up, like before he even closes his briefcase. I want to just be like, "Oh, I was waiting for that."
Okay. He doesn't say anything.
All right.
He turns around and walks out.
What does the paper actually say?
It says 9 a.m. It gives a pay rate, and it says meet across the street from the newspaper. You'll be working in printing press and writing.
So I see the 9 a.m. and he's walking. We're like, "Oi, what's the point of putting this up if it's too late today?"
He keeps walking.
So I'm looking at Milo. I'm like,
yeah, at this point, I think he's probably walking past you. If you are slipping off and like going to the bar, he probably walks past the bar, and you see he's going around to head out to the front door. He doesn't seem to have any interest in talking to anybody. He just seems to be wanting to put up the flyers and be on his way.
Did I notice? Did he come in? He came in alone. Like I didn't notice any tails behind him.
Yeah, he was completely
no
alone.
Security, no bodyguard. Okay.
Yeah. And as far as you're aware, you're not made yet.
I'm trying to think of something I can do.
I'm gonna, I guess, follow him, be like annoying, asking about it. Like keep asking, like.
Okay, you're following him to the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He continues to walk towards the door. And at this point, he's walking up to the front door, and is getting ready. He's getting ready to walk out the door when Todd stops you and he says, "Excuse me, you're kind of causing a scene right now."
I want to know more about this, and he's not. I need more information.
Well, that's his right if he doesn't want to talk to you.
Okay, Todd, I get it.
Can I slide in between him and the door? Like slyly be like, excuse me. And then just kind of like, I have a few questions for you. Specifically about your suit.
Okay.
Because I'm dressed real nice, and I'm gonna try to see if I can just he's kind of pause him for a second.
I think he's gonna try to sidestep you when you slide in front of him. And I think he's just gonna try to brush past you and leave.
Well, isn't that rude?
And he hasn't said a word this whole time.
And then I push the door so it doesn't open. Like I hold it shut with my hand. I asked you a question.
He pauses for a second.
Right there,
like that.
I'm gonna take I guess like a 20. I don't know if it's paper money or if we have coin. Like, what is our currency?
You give him silver, a couple silver.
Yeah.
I think it's silver, right?
It's paper money because paper money is fucking worthless anyway. Consider a gold or coin more like your gold currency. Like this is actually worth something, but the paper money is what people are paid in. I'm gonna
put some money in. What I would think would be an adequate amount of money in Todd's like little pocket or whatever. I'm like, take a step, bruv.
Let's say it's current US dollars. What is an adequate amount of money to do that?
So in current US dollars, what is a coin considered?
A coin is
$500, $1,000, like.
Oh, there's a whole chart for that. Coin.
Okay. Coin to dollars converter.
We're gonna appendices this index. Coin. 42. All right. So one coin is a full purse of silver pieces, roughly a week's weight.
So but nowadays, a week's wage is whatever you think it would be, and right. he's a host at a chain restaurant. What would you give a host at a chain restaurant right now to say, get out of my way, let this happen?
Probably like $100.
That's a lot of money.
I want him to go away, and that's my share of the money, so I'll do what I need.
Okay. I will say that's going to limit your funds until your next score.
I would totally walk away as a host if someone gave me $100. But yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good. Yep.
Today.
Yes. Today. Like if someone came up to me and was like, "Hey, just walk out back. Here's $100." I'd be like,
done.
You sure?
You hand him the $100. And you see him give you a strange look for a moment. And he starts to begin to kind of back away. At that point, you notice his name tag says he's the front of house manager. So you've bought him off for now, but he's cautiously watching.
What are you doing?
Continue. I did that so he would leave because Todd's right there. And you're trying to hold the door closed on him so he can't leave. That's why I bought him. Because he's right there. And I feel like Todd would interrupt you trying to hold the door closed.
You also, I think, would realize you have a restaurant. At this point, you're mid-lunch. You have a restaurant full of witnesses.
I know.
Okay. All right.
I understand. I asked you a question about your nice suit. You could at least acknowledge me. And I'm dressed like a noble, so like I look like I'm worth money.
I would advise you to take your hand off the door this very instant.
Do you understand who you're talking to?
I don't think you understand who you're talking to.
You're Paul?
I think with you knowing his name,
there was like a question mark there.
Yeah. He's going to roll a skirmish.
Okay.
As he's going to try to elbow you back because you're still kind of behind him.
Yeah, I'm like so off to his. I'm like his side. Like I'm like at his side. So he's kind of in his ear.
He's gonna try to shove his elbow into your ribs.
I got a 4.
You got a 4. All right.
Is this a tricky? What is it like? What's this?
He does this. Yeah. So this would be probably controlled. I would say this is no, because he's kind of it's hard because it's not very often that you're on the defensive in this. Like usually, it like these kind of things are happening in reaction to your choices. But this is kind of a reaction to your choice. So he's going to we'll say this is risky standard. So he's going to elbow you in the ribs, and I think with a 4, that's what you got, right? 4. Yep. Yeah. So I think on a 4, he you don't take any harm from it, but it does knock you off enough to kind of take some pressure off the door. And with that, he opens the door and manages to walk out.
I look over at my friends and I kind of give the big one a nod, like you gave me the nod.
Go after him.
Now it's your turn, buddy.
All right.
I pull the door open at that point so he can just go out the door. And I nod. I give Todd like a noble bow, like thank you. And I walk out.
He looks really concerned at this point, but he still is like kind of keeping back. It's like, I don't know exactly what just happened here, but I know these people aren't allowed back in my establishment.
Good thing I had a disguise on.
Yeah. So you see, as you open the door back up, he managed to slip out, and you can see him starting to take off running. So
we know where the closest manhole cover is, though, because we checked last week, didn't we?
You
like
do know
around
the
this area.
Manhole
okay, and is he heading towards that way?
No.
Okay.
No. It would appear that he is heading through the streets of St. Helena's. So you guys can give me a survey check to see if you can get an idea of where he might be heading, or you can give me I guess a prowl to see if you can keep up with him as he's going.
I would rather prowl.
So we'll do this as a group if you guys want to do that, or each of you can do a different role.
I think we're all going at the same time because we realize we have to get him.
Yeah, this is our score basically.
So one of you is the group leader, and then all of you can roll. But for every failure, every 1 to 3, the group leader takes 1 stress.
I have 2 in prowl.
Are we doing prowl?
Yeah, we're trying to keep up with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the mechanic for pushing yourself? Can you roll first and then decide to push yourself if you get a bad roll, or do you have to decide?
You have to push yourself before
the roll.
Before the roll.
Okay. And that gets you
some, like, as we're kind of learning the roles, I might say, hey, do you want to push yourself to get an extra one? But like mechanically, you should do that before your roll.
And that gets you 1 extra d6.
Yeah, 1 extra d6 for 2 stress.
Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna push myself on this roll so I can make it an even roll and not disadvantage.
So who's the group leader gonna be? Who's the
Milo?
Milo. Okay. So
wonderful.
everybody roll your prowl rating. Are you trying to like chase after him at this point? Okay, everybody roll your prowl. And if you're pushing yourself, go ahead and take your stress. Okay.
2.
5.
5.
4.
4. Okay. So Milo, you're gonna take 1 stress for that too. So a 5 is the highest result. So you guys are able to kind of see what direction he's heading. It does look like he is doubling back north. But then he cuts down an alley.
Would that bring him towards one of the manhole the one we know of?
No. Okay. That brings him back in the direction of the paper.
Okay.
But before you guys get to the edge of the district, he's able to slip into an alleyway and you lose him. One of you can give me a survey to see if you can track any signs of him.
Does everyone have nothing in survey?
Nothing.
Or a hunt. Survey or hunt. Because you're essentially trying to manhunt this person right now.
Let's see.
You also can help each other out, or you can push yourselves.
I'm going to push myself to try and hunt this man.
Okay.
So yeah. I just have 1d6.
All right. Take your 2 stress for that.
6, baby.
Let's go.
6. Okay. So yeah. You've lost him. You are looking around for him, and Weston, you see some footprints from a water puddle. You can tell where he splashed into a water puddle, and left some footprints, and then climbed up onto a wall. And he is on the roofs above you.
We're going up. And I point it out. Like, I just point the path out as I'm going so that I'm not, like, wasting time.
Okay. Why don't we just meet him, like, beat him to where he's probably going towards the paper.
So, I mean, we don't know that for sure.
You don't know where he's getting in or out of the paper either.
I'm going, like, I'm
well,
not
you can go up.
waiting.
I'll go around. I'm gonna try to go around.
I'll follow up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, Milo, you stay on the ground and try to follow the direction that they're going. You guys are able to climb up and you get up on the roof, and you see him basically parkouring across the roofs at this point. This guy is not does not appear to be a normal personal assistant. Something seems to be up with this dude, and he is with grace. He is jumping across the roofs here. If you guys want to give me prowl checks, you can do a group check to just make sure you don't fall off the roof or anything.
God.
As you're chasing him down.
Would you accept finesse?
I'll take a finesse.
As I like limber up a bit, and I'm like, all right, haven't done this in a while.
Yeah, I think I can take finesse on that.
Oh man, I'm bad at all that.
Well, you can do it. You can do a group.
Call for a ghost to bring you places.
Well, a ghost can't.
He doesn't want.
Why can't he? He can carry fucking candy bars. Why can't he carry a person? Fucking Kenneth, bro.
He doesn't want Kenneth. He hates Kenneth.
If you want to roll a tune and see if you can come up with anything with it,
I'm gonna look for a ghost to maybe help me out with this.
roll a tune.
Let's go.
That's a 6, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, 6. Okay. So you, as you're running through this, you can feel the presence of ghosts around you, and I think you're jumping across one of these buildings, and I think you slip as you're going through, and you go to catch a ledge, and you're hanging on by a ledge. At this point,
I rolled
Weston
a 6
has
and a 5
already.
on my.
All right, yeah, Weston has already jumped past you and is coming through.
Perfect.
And you're holding on and about to slip, and at that moment you realize there's a ghost in the alley with you, and it comes and raises you up and pushes you back up.
Don't you worry, dearie. I got you.
Grasps on your bottom and pushes you
Ooh,
up.
that's stiff. Kenneth comes up and he's like, "Nice."
Been working out, bro.
Don't skip leg day, bro.
Nice.
So I keep following with the spiritual help of ghostly beings.
Yeah. So you guys
Good Lord.
yeah,
Amazing.
so you guys managed to stay close enough to him to see him jump down off of the roof. He slides down a gutter pipe. And you look down and you've lost him again. But there doesn't appear to be anywhere he could have escaped. This is a dead-end alley. You had eyes on the exit to the alley. You had eyes on the buildings around it. He dropped down into this dead end and did not leave it. And you know that for a fact.
There's got to be a door or something hidden. I'm just like, I hate this. I don't like running.
I guess
I slid down. I followed.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Yep. I would have done the same. Fuck it. I'm gonna try to find another ghost. Maybe Kenneth will help a little bit and see if there's a secret door around here.
Roll a tune.
Another a 6 and a 1.
A 6. Okay.
Another 6.
Yeah. So you don't see anything, but you feel the presence of another ghost, and you can't see it. You can feel that it's not Kenneth, but you don't see anything. But you know there's a ghost present. Do you want to try to talk to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you?
Oh, you can tell I'm here.
Yeah, I know you're here, but where are you?
So you see stepping out from kind of the corner of the shadows, and becoming visible. You see a more spectral than Kenneth ever appears. You see this form. Like I'm here. I was just hanging out in the corner, or I was just hanging out back here in the alley, and saw someone coming. So I kind of dipped out for a second.
Did you see where he went?
Would the last guy?
The first guy that came down.
Oh, yeah, he went through one of the walls.
What? Went through?
That's what it looked like. I didn't catch exactly what he was doing, but one of the walls just slid right open, and then he went through there and it closed.
Can you show me which wall?
And he points to one of the walls in the alley there, and it just appears to be like a clay wall there.
I go over to the wall and I try to slide it open.
Weston, where are you guys?
Oh yeah.
Still out of breath.
Down,
hands on his knees.
I look down the alley.
Hands on his head.
Arms up.
Yeah.
This is why I just stab people.
In through the nose, out through the mouth. Yeah. So there doesn't appear to be any seams on the door. There doesn't seem to be anywhere for you to slide it open.
I look back over at my ghost buddy. I'm like, hey, what's your name?
The name's Tony.
All right, Tony. Can you look on the other side of this wall and see if there's an opening? Or I can't seem to figure out how this slides open.
He leans over and kind of pops his head through the wall. Yeah, it looks like there's some stairs.
Am I like trying to slide this open in the right spot?
I don't know. I didn't see.
Oh, okay.
I was just minding my own business.
All right. Well, I appreciate your help.
He's looked really nervous the whole time you've been in, like, talking to him too.
You doing okay over there?
Can we see him?
Yeah, you guys can all see him at this point. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
got
fine.
a new friend there.
Yeah, this is Tony.
Hi, Tony.
That's not Kenneth.
Hi.
No, not Kenneth.
Why are you so out of breath?
I don't like doing that.
You're supposed to be the in shape one.
I am in shape. For stabbing.
Stabbing also
Stabbing.
Stabbing includes stamina.
Different set of muscles.
You like stab like 8 times and then you're tired.
No, arms never get tired, mate. Legs, lungs.
Well, your lungs are gonna get tired if you keep stabbing.
No.
It's just a matter of time. You don't understand how anatomy works.
You're right, I don't.
Except apparently you really do know really well all the juncture parts of blood, like where they all the best cutting spots. So I guess you know anatomy enough.
As you guys are talking, you see this ghost is kind of
Tony.
Why are you so nervous?
Why are you so nervous, bud?
I no reason. I don't.
I won't
want
stab you, mate.
People, like a lot of people don't like me being here, so.
I mean, I see ghosts all the time, so this is not a big deal.
Yeah, most people aren't so nonchalant about it.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go drink later, so there's that.
Nope.
Okay.
So there's no way to get this door
have
open.
fun with that.
There's no way to get this door open. You have no idea.
I don't have any idea. I don't.
I'm gonna just start touching the wall, I guess.
Okay.
I show him the wall that, I show him where Tony like poked his head through and saw stairs.
You guys give me a group. Well, I mean, if you guys are just looking for it, I'd say that's a survey.
Okay. Like a group or just a individual?
You guys can do it a group, or you guys can do it. Well, if you're all doing it together, then the downside of doing it individually, I think, would be that there would be individual consequences if you all rolled poorly.
Okay.
How's the help action work?
So there are different kinds of help. The one that probably fits best for this one would be a group action, which is what we did earlier, where one person is the leader and they take stress for every failure. But you take the highest out of all the rolls.
I'll be the leader out of this because I was kind of.
And I mean, yeah, and generally you're not all rolling for the same thing at the same time. So I think this would be a group action either way.
Okay, I'll be the leader on it. I'll take the stress if on the failures, even though they'll probably be my own.
I got 2 4s, so a
On
4.
survey,
Yeah, on survey.
I got a
I'm
3.
rolling great on the things that I can do well, and rolling terrible on the things that I don't do well. So
That's the way it goes.
I got a 1 and a 2.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna take. How many 3s were there? Who got?
I rolled
threes?
a 3.
You rolled a 3. What'd you get, Wesley?
I got 4.
4s. Okay. All right. So you're gonna take 2 stress.
Okay.
For that. And with a 4, you are able to find, I think, a rock that looks a little bit out of place. You're looking around, you see there's a rock that's kind of out of place, and as you go to push it, you see that it moves, and there's something underneath it.
I pick it up.
You pick it up, and you see that there is a button there.
Is it right next to the door?
It's in the opposite corner of the alley.
On the ground.
What
The button's
the
on the
f-
ground.
On the ground.
So the rock has a button on it, or the button is on the ground?
It's on the
Underneath.
ground underneath the rock.
Okay.
I push the button.
I'm just
with my
trying to
foot.
figure how he got to the button and back into the door. I'm like,
You
Yeah.
press the button and the door opens. Slides almost into the wall there. You could tell this was built specifically to be a secret door.
Yahtzee. And I walk in.
Thanks, Tony. And I do like the pat on the back, like a good job.
This one goes through him.
Yeah.
But you see him as you guys start like going through here, you see him like turn around and kind of like start to jaunt, try to scurry out of the alley.
I turn around before he disappears and say, "Come by and hang out sometime."
You see him zipping up his pants as he
He was taking a piss. Fucking got him while I was taking a piss.
Goes piss.
Got him.
Yeah, so you guys walk down the stairs into these tunnels, and you see it leads for now in the direction of north, and you would think this is probably the entrance and exit that he was getting in and out of from the newspaper.
Right. We need
as
to
you-
take it carefully from here.
Yeah.
We don't know.
As you
if
come-
there's more.
Come in, there's no signs of him. You guys took a little too long outside of the door to be able to track him in here. Is dank. It's a little wet in here. It appears that this would have been adjacent to the sewer lines. So there's probably a little bit of spillage from that.
Gross.
Yep. Yeah, it does not smell great down here.
We should probably move then, like quickly.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
So just following through.
Quick step, quick move to us. Yeah, we'll move.
Yep.
Be quicker through as far as we can, like in the tunnel, before it turns off or something.
All right. Well, this is a great place then, I think, for a break for this session. You guys went down the stairs into these tunnels below the city. Again, they are sewer adjacent. There's this dank smell, this sewage smell that you hear. You can hear rushing water nearby. You can't see very far. It is very dark down here. Does anybody have a light?
I have a lantern.
A lantern. Okay.
You have a lantern. Nice.
Mark that as one of your gear on your load.
I did.
Cool. Yeah, so you've got the lantern then, so that's going to illuminate a good bit in front of you. You have, let's say, 15, 20 feet of visibility down here now. This is totally closed off. You don't see any daylight leaking through here. So as you continue down, it's a straight tunnel for a good 5 minutes of walking. Until you get up to what looks to be a T intersection. It splits off in 2 different directions. What do you guys want to do?
I want to go in the direction towards the newspaper.
So you were going through the initial tunnel to the north, which is where the newspaper would be. So there doesn't appear to be tunnel heading towards the north, so this splits off to east and west.
We have to go down one tunnel and figure out if it goes back north.
Is it like kind of like wet down here, right?
Yeah, it's very moist.
West is towards the water, towards the ocean.
West is towards the ocean. Yep.
So we got to be real careful going that way.
Do I if I on the ground, do I see like any like footsteps or any like, I don't know, any
roll a survey.
A 4.
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad for disadvantage.
You see footsteps going in both directions. Like you see one direction has more footsteps than the other. That's what you are able to notice in this dim light.
Which direction is that?
To the right.
East.
Yes.
So I would tell them, I go, there's more footsteps going this direction than that direction.
That's the way to go.
I mean, if he's been going through here a bunch, then
yep, that's the way to go. Let's move.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
You're a smart guy. I pat you on the shoulder. Good job.
You turn right and head down a little ways. You still can hear the sewage water kind of rushing to your right hand side. And you come up to a left hand turn. There's no other it doesn't branch off, but it turns left, so you're now heading north again. Yeah. And you go up that way for a little ways before you come to another intersection, another T intersection, where you can go left or right. You want to give me I'd say study or survey or a hunt at this point. I can give you that too, because you're trying to track somebody.
I can do study.
Do it. Because
a 4.
So tell me how you're studying.
So as we're going through, like when I first noticed the footsteps and going in that direction, I kind of been paying attention to make sure I'm still seeing footsteps, especially since there was already a secret like doorway. So I've been kind of like paying attention to the footsteps to see which way they go.
Okay. You notice when you get up to this, excuse me. You notice when you get up to this intersection, the left side has almost no foot traffic.
Mm-hmm.
The right side seems to be very heavy foot traffic.
Okay.
You see also wagon wheels, wagon marks.
Yeah. I think we go this way, guys. There's a lot of traffic, a lot of like footsteps and wagon wheel traffic this way.
As we've been walking, I've been taking off like my nice jewelry and putting it back into my pouches. because I'm wearing my fine clothing, so it's all gross. So I'm trying to get all the stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the stuff that I can in their pouches so they don't get dirty as we're walking through this tunnel.
Before you get some caca on your rings.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing as I've been paying attention to them walking through the tunnel.
Cool.
I've just been listening to him and following like his directions because I'm not very direction oriented. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on down here.
Cool. So you guys turn right then?
Yep.
All right, you turn right. Start heading down that tunnel, and as you go through, you see this appears to be some pretty heavy back and forth traffic. This tunnel is used regularly and appears to be transporting things through it. And as you continue down, you come up to a right-hand turn that's coming up. And you guys give me something insight. I'm gonna say this can be a study or a survey. As you approach this turn, it's not what you can see, but it's what you can hear.
I'm gonna do study.
Okay.
I will also study.
5. Okay. 4. All right.
So
5. Does anybody want to push themselves on this? To pass?
Did I not pass?
No, 5 is with complications.
Oh.
So you'll learn something, but all of your stuff up to this point has been maybe not the full picture.
No.
You can leave it at that. You're perfectly fine. If
I'm
you don't have the stress to take
I'm
it.
gonna leave it at a 5. So I assume with the study, as we get closer, I probably would have heard some stuff. Like I would have started to hear some things. And then
So as you're getting closer, you're listening because you're trying to pay attention to kind of all of your senses as you're coming through to try and track which way you're going. And you hear what first is kind of mumbled voices.
Yep.
You hear 2 different voices. And then as you approach the corner, you hear one voice say, "Hey man, you think you can take a shift for a little bit? I gotta take a wicked piss." And then the other one says, "Yeah, you better hurry. If the dealer finds out you're not out here, he's gonna be pissed."
We went the wrong way.
And then as you are inching closer, your foot hits a rock. And you hear the of rock scraping under your shoe. Hey, what the hell was that? And you hear them start to slowly walk in your direction.
We need to go. We need to go. We need to go. We need to go.
Is there a
we need to go. Back the other way.
Is there you can roll a tune and see what you can see.
Nope.
Nope. What'd you roll?
Pair of twos.
Pair of twos? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, nah, ain't shit.
We need to go.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. With the 2 on that attune, though, they've had a chance to catch up a little bit before you guys got moving. So you guys start rolling. You're gonna need a prowl roll, probably a group prowl roll, to see if they hear you.
I'll be the leader. Did not roll good.
Nope.
I got 2 5s, so 5.
2 5s.
Yeah, that's the best.
All right.
I got a 3.
I got a 2. Actually, no. Sorry, I got a 1.
You got a 1. All right. So
take 2 stress.
Got a 1 and 3. Take 2 stress on that. Yep.
But we got a 5.
How are y'all stresses?
I got 3 more left.
Okay.
I
only have 2 stress.
I have 4 more left.
Yeah, cool. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. If we get caught, we're in trouble. This is over. Game over.
Yeah, you would know that the dealer is the big old top level gang in the city. This is who controls the entire underground network. So you guys definitely took a wrong turn somewhere. So as you guys are leaving, you guys managed to do it pretty quietly. You can tell you've got a head start on them, but they are able to turn the corner and say, like, yeah, no shit, there were people running down that way. Come on, let's go. So they're now chasing after you.
We're when we take the corner, we're gonna stay straight at that T instead of turning left to go back south. We're gonna we're gonna start going west. We're gonna go straight across instead.
Yep. Okay, yeah, so you get up to that. You can hear them running behind you. They don't appear to be catching up on you.
Yeah, just keep moving.
Cool. So you go straight through there. You've got another intersection that comes up where you can continue west or you can turn south.
Would we have thought? Is there like an insight to remember? Like, I'm just saying, like, would we have thought that we've gone far enough north that we would be close to at that turn from the left and right turn?
There were only 2 intersections.
Right. We went north. We started going north, and then we got to another east and west. We went east, which had the wagon wheel tracks, which brought us to the dealer.
Yes.
If we took a left, we couldn't go straight across. So we could either go left or right. So if we went left, that would bring us west. Would we have been at that T junction before we took the right, basically, to go towards the dealer? Would we have thought that we were north enough to be near the newspaper?
Not quite.
Okay. I think we need to go west more. Because if we start going south, we're circling back.
Right. So when we get to that, that second intersection,
the next junction, stay straight.
Instead of, right.
Yep.
Correct. So where we saw the wagon wheels, we would just
we're already past that one.
Right. We'd go straight across that.
Yep.
From there.
Yep. But we just got to another T after that where we could go south or west more. We're going to have to keep going west because if we go south, it's bringing us back the other way. We're not going the right way.
Let's go west for.
Yeah. So we'll continue going forward.
All right, yeah, you continue to run. You come up on a right-hand turn that'll take you back north.
And that's what we need.
Yep. And as you kind of turn that, you hear them kind of in the back, kind of out of breath. Like, fuck them, dude. Fuck them. Just, we'll watch the entrance. They have to pass by us to get up there anyway. If they're even coming back, I don't give a shit if they're down here. As long as they're not coming near us. So yeah, it would appear that for right now they've given up on chasing you. And we now you
slow down a little. You're out of breath too, Weston.
I've been out of breath the whole time.
This whole day he's been.
He hasn't cut his breath yet.
My arm cardio is good. My leg cardio not so good.
You're also recovering from a bullet wound.
Arm cardio.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you guys are heading north at this point. All kind of out of breath, huffing and puffing a little bit. Weston probably more so than anybody. And as you're walking through, it kind of returns to silence. You don't hear the rushing water anymore. It's eerily quiet in here now. You walk for about another 2 minutes to the north. And by this point, I think you're thinking you've got to be close. When you hear, almost as if it's coming from inside your head, "Welcome to my house."
that a ghost? I say that out loud.
Is that a ghost?
You want to roll a tune and see what you can pick up?
That's what I think. I think it's a ghost immediately.
3.
Jeez, this is
yeah.
You started off hot.
So I got a mixed bag going on. I'm
go
changing
borrow
the dice
some
out
dice
again.
from Beth.
Yeah.
On a 3,
I just changed them out again.
You're tired. I think in this moment you're probably a little freaked out by that. I mean, Kenneth has told you there are ghosts down here.
It's probably a ghost.
But you can't tune in. I think you're getting so much energy from the ghost field right now that you can't tune in to this specific spot.
Is there a ladder?
You don't see one yet.
That's what I'm looking for. Sorry for being in your house. We're just looking for a ladder.
You guys continue up, and I think Xander make a.
Can I do like a sway to make him like us?
Do you want to? I'm gonna. That's probably more of an attune or.
So it is a ghost. I was right.
Well, you don't know that.
How? I'm trying to sway. Ghosts can be swayed.
Some can.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to do what I'm good at.
As you guys are continuing to walk through, Xander, roll a prowl.
2.
2. Okay. Yeah. So
that's disadvantage. So
yeah. So as you're walking up, you feel a hand on your back push you, and you stumble over and fall to the ground.
I'm gonna pick him up and be like, "First day on your new feet, mate."
No, I just got pushed.
Oh,
I swear it wasn't me.
I know
and
it wasn't.
As you guys are helping him up and saying this stuff, you turn around to face north, and you see in front of you this spectral form is beginning to come at you to try to grab whoever's up front at this point.
Well, it was. I was gonna say it was Xander, but he got pushed out, and now the big guy picked him up. So I'm guessing the big guy's in the front now.
I wish I took ghost fighting.
Am I up on my feet?
Yeah, you're at your feet at this point. They've helped you up.
What do we do?
As I see him, I get my lightning hook.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And I go to grab him with it. The ghost.
Okay. Probably gonna be a skirmish.
4.
Okay. Yeah, you go to grab him with it, and I think you try to swing with your lightning hook, and he goes incorporeal just as you are about to go through him. So that's a miss there. But he's no longer directly on top of you.
Look for a ladder.
I
pick up the lantern and hold it out, looking for a ladder around the walls.
You can see up ahead to the north. It looks like there may be a faint glimpse of daylight.
That's our way out. Let's go.
So I will go ahead of Milo.
I'm holding the thing about over your behind you, but off your shoulder.
And I assume that Xander is staying back with his lightning hook because I'm don't shock me, don't hit the water.
Okay. Yeah. So, away. Xander, are you starting to run with them, or?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with them, but I'll stay kind of back and keep my eyes open for this friggin' ghost.
let's have everybody roll a prowl then as you take off running.
4.
4.
2.
Rough
There
night,
it
guys.
is.
Rough night.
Real rough.
Yeah. So I think all of you are going to feel as you're running through just a hot breath on your neck, almost as if something is getting closer and closer and running right behind you. And Xander, you feel yourself get yanked back as the two of them right in front of you. You see a staircase leading upwards. And Xander, you have been pulled back and you can't quite make out what it is yet, but you have felt something pull you back. And at this point, pulling you back out of the lantern light.
Excellent.
You guys are quick. What are you guys doing? You guys have been running. This happens right behind you. You glance over your shoulder and you catch it.
Oh, we see it. Okay. I was waiting for Xander to say, or something. So we could go, oh shit, Xander. But nothing happened. So I think I was going to keep running. Oh, we see it. Oh, then I stop, turn, and I look at.
I try to punch the ghost.
I was saying, I look at West. I'm about to throw the lantern down the hallway.
No, don't.
Yeah, okay. So you guys turn. You don't see the ghost. You don't see Xander at this point. He's gone out of the lantern light. So you guys are gonna have to run back down.
Let's go
and chase after it.
Son of a bitch.
So at this point, now that I've been fucking pulled back, I'm pulling down to put on my spirit mask.
Okay.
Which do you want to read that?
Yeah, read it for me.
Okay. It's an arcane item that allows the trained user to see supernatural energies in great detail. Also affords some measure of protection against ghostly possession.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that's super handy for you right now. So yeah, you're able to pull that down, and as you do, you see the arms wrapped around you. And if you glance back, you can see this ghostly face with almost filed teeth. It definitely seems to be more bestial in form than the ghost that you've seen lately. Almost akin to the one that chased you down in St. Helena's on that first job you guys did. This is definitely a feral ghost. That may just be attacking because you walked by. Right. But also, I think because of the mask and you see this in great detail, these typically don't speak in the same way that less feral ghosts might.
Right.
So yeah. That's where you're at. You guys are running down. You are able to catch up, and you see you don't see the ghost. You see Xander being dragged backwards through the tunnel, basically off his feet, being dragged.
Only I'm allowed to touch him like that. And I pull out I unsheath my cane sword and start chasing.
Okay. Roll me a skirmish.
Who are you talking to?
He said I could see him.
Oh, I thought you said we couldn't see him. We could only see Xander being.
You can't see
Xander's
the ghost,
off the ground though, like he's being carried off.
You can
like
tell he's
floating. Yeah, like So you something's got him.
Arms around him, pulling him backwards, but he's like falling off his feet from being pulled.
I quit. I'm not playing this game over again.
You're not playing this game over.
Am I arms free, by the way?
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, I think your arms are free. Yeah.
I would like to push myself.
Okay.
Fuck.
Push yourself. Roll one more.
Get
better than a 1.
One fucking stress left. That.
And we haven't been doing this the whole time again. This is risky standard.
I got a 6.
I forgot about that.
6. Yeah. We're real bad about that. Sorry, guys.
It has to be risky means we can get a XP, right? Or is it?
No, desperate is an
desperate.
XP.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll call this one risky standard as you're running up, trying to attack the air above.
Wing it, air.
Yeah.
Dude, don't cut me.
And what'd you end up getting?
I rolled a 1 first, but then I pushed myself and got a 6.
6. Okay. Yeah. So you are able to you swing just above him because you can tell that he's being dragged by something, and you see as you go through this ghost who had to be corporeal in order to drag him, but was still invisible. You see the glimmer of it as you pass through it with the sword, and it is enough to kind of make him step back and let go of Xander.
Does he fall into my arms all like sexy?
I think,
and I'm like,
Xander, from the position we described, Xander is probably falling straight back onto his back at this point.
So I'm gonna try to catch him like in my arms.
Oh, you're gonna catch him? Okay, all right. Yeah.
Like suave.
I'm gonna, what do you want to roll for that? Because I just want to see how that turns out.
I'm falling
finesse.
on the fucking ground, ain't I?
Yeah. Finesse.
Yeah,
okay,
it's pretty. I'm finesse it. I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
I'll give you a finesse for that.
Fucking 1.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus
No, he
Christ.
falls.
I knew
flat
I
on the
was hitting
ground.
the ground. I knew it.
I tried.
You're gonna bang your head too and take 1 harm.
Shit.
Concussion.
Yep, minor concussion.
Jesus Christ.
I tried.
That's hilarious. And he looks like so like debonair as he's doing it, and then it just totally messes him.
God, these dice have been fucking killing me tonight.
It's a rough.
This is
night
why I
for you
don't like
guys.
D6s, because you have a bigger chance to fail, I feel. Just like 1s and 2s and 3s.
I feel like I probably have a bit of adrenaline going through me, so I'm gonna try to get up right away.
Okay. All right.
And then I'm trying to fucking hook its neck with the lightning hook.
We need to run.
Roll a skirmish. You can push yourself if you have that. Anyone can try to help them if you are okay with taking the.
I have 1 stress left.
Is this risky or desperate or neither?
This I think is going to be desperate with great effect because you can see it and you have your lightning hook. I think you know that if you miss, it could go really bad for you.
That's not a roll. I am pushing myself.
Okay.
So 2 stress.
Yep, 2 stress for that. What does that put your stress at?
I have 2 left.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right.
I've had to take all that stress for you guys failing on our prowl rolls.
I got a 5.
passed those.
Got a 5. Okay.
I got 5.
Yeah, so you are able to catch it with your lightning hook.
You get an XP.
And you do take it. Be sure to mark an XP in
Prowess.
skirmish. Prowess. Yeah. So you are able to hook it with your lightning hook, and when you hook it, it stays in its corporeal form and becomes visible, and you can see it kind of writhing in pain. And you guys now can see this, and this is very obviously a feral ghost.
Oh, I stab it if I can see it.
Yeah, cool. You stab it. It's being held in place at this point with this hook, so I don't think a roll is necessary.
Let's finish him.
You guys just start like stabbing it like fucking Julius Caesar.
He keeps the hook on him, and we're just like, ah!
I'm like, honestly, like prison style. Like I'm just up there. I'm like,
Today's headline: Ghost stabbed 27 times.
That's not enough.
In one spot.
Yeah. So you guys just start like stabbing this thing, and you can see it's in an immense pain, and then just dissipates into this vapor.
We're all like, we're probably all yelling. It's like one of those like, we were so frightened that we're like, just like, ah, like,
holy shit, that was loud.
Do something. Do something.
So yeah, you guys are just stabbing this thing over and over again, yelling at each other as Xander is holding the lightning hook in place, and that's why you don't notice someone coming up behind you. And I think this is probably going to be, roll a d6 for me.
Everyone.
1d6, and we're gonna see who gets what.
I am not rolling.
That is unfortunate for Xander. Xander, you can feel as this ghost dissipates, you can feel something hook your leg and then sweep you off your feet as you fall to the ground.
Why me?
Because you're the leftmost on my screen.
I'm going to rear back with the lantern again and look at Weston.
Yeah, so you rear back with the lantern, look at Weston, who's probably right next to you.
Yeah, like I'm looking for approval to throw the lantern down the hallway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
Come on.
Well, as you look, you can see in front of you is this man with the pinstripe pants and suspenders, and a fedora and a bow tie.
Get it, boys!
He's about to have a neck wound.
Swept out. He's swept out Xander's feet with his cane, and then as you guys start coming towards him, you see him begin to pull out a sword from his cane.
Okay.
Xander, call Kenneth.
And then on the ground,
and then I go in to like block the cane stabbing.
Okay, yeah, roll a skirmish for that, because I think you're getting pretty hand to hand at this point.
Yeah, I'm going for it. I got a 4.
4. Okay. So yeah, on a 4, you're able to kind of knock his hand back into the sheath. So he's not able to draw it just yet. But he is going to grapple with you and throw you down to the ground. I think he parries and he uses your momentum against you to kind of roll you over him.
Ya.
Yeah.
And I would like to take this opportunity to go at him with my knife.
Cool. Yeah, roll me a skirmish.
3-on-1, boys.
Here's your moment.
Possibly. Yeah.
All right.
Possibly 4-on-1. Get Kenneth.
Describe the next couple of blows for me. You don't quite kill him, but you land a nice crippling blow.
So I think I would go at him, and seeing how he has I see that he uses a sword, and rather than go at him with the knife the normal way, I flip it downwards so that it's facing down, and I go I slash him across his chest and then come across his arm and then stab his arm. Kind of
in real life, the absolute worst way to hold a knife, because it's the easiest to disarm.
Yep.
But yeah. So you stab him a couple of times there, catch him in the arm. Is that where you're gonna
I'm trying
debilitate him?
Disable his arm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. His sword arm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you stab down onto his elbow pit. And, right
I don't like
in
that.
there. And yeah, he he winces in pain and kind of pulls back at that point. He drops that hand, and you can see him starting to go for something in his pocket.
I reach for my gun.
Okay. All right.
Boys, I'm about to have another gunshot wound.
I'm on the ground next to him, right?
Yes.
I would like to stab him in the knee.
How about if you want to do that as a help, because he's going to have to roll a finesse here.
Yeah, sure. Is that a stress for me, though, if I do that? If I help?
That's going to be a stress for you. Does that fill you out?
What happens if I get filled out?
Then you take a trauma.
I can't use anymore? Okay, what happens?
You're done until the next downtime. And then you take a trauma, and you have to. Let me read up on that. Actually, you take a trauma, and then something else happens.
I'm gonna read it too. Because
when PC marks their last stress box, they suffer a level of trauma. When you take a trauma, circle one of your trauma conditions, like cold, reckless, unstable. Basically you would need to, that'd be a tag for your character for the rest of their lives, without some serious therapy. You are taken out of the action, essentially left for dead, and you're dropped out of the current conflict. You come back later shaken and drained, but when you return you'll have 0 stress.
I can't. I don't want to take another stress then.
Okay.
So I guess I won't help.
That's fine.
Okay.
So I'm on the ground.
You two are on the ground, and I'm the only one standing.
So as I see them start to, as I see Weston start to go stabby, I'm gonna pull out my gun.
All right,
and just have it aimed on him.
Okay. So I think are you planning on shooting whenever you pull your gun, or
nope. I just want to have the gun on him.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't think you have to roll anything for that then.
Okay.
So yeah, just your finesse roll, Weston.
Shoot him in the knee.
Two dice, and you're pushing yourself?
I'm not pushing myself.
Not. Okay, 2 dice.
What is this roll? Like desperate?
Finesse. Oh yeah. So this is going to be desperate. Standard.
Okay. Was the move to knock his hand desperate? Because we didn't do that either.
Oh yeah, we didn't do that. Yeah, I think that one was probably a desperate.
It's like my
standard.
First XP ever marked.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Yeah, these are important. You got to remind me. Sorry, guys.
And a 6.
Yay.
Nice. All right. So
this is not at disadvantage because I have 2 in finesse.
Right. Yep. So you pull your gun just faster than him. You see him starting to pull out a gun at the same time with his offhand, but because it's his offhand, he has to reach around to the opposite side to his holster, and he's just a little slower, and you manage to get the shot off right in the chest, and you see him fall, clutching his chest. He's now barely alive, bleeding out in the tunnels here.
So first things first, I go help my associates up.
Okay.
I go over to him.
One second.
Okay.
You need. I reach down and I like fix his tie. Like, you need to tell me where you get your suits.
Fuck you.
And then I look at Weston.
I take his cane up.
Okay.
And I put the end of it in the bullet hole and push.
Oh, God.
he screams, lets out this blood curdling scream.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah, you're torturing him, man.
Do we need anything from him?
I was about to ask you, bro. Are we supposed to ask anything?
I don't remember if there was anything that we needed to talk to him about.
What do you need? I'll tell you anything.
I asked you where you get your suits. This could have all been fixed if you just told me.
Just off the red light district, there's a Taylor Berry.
All right. I think that's all we needed, right?
Just to make sure, why were you putting those up? You're being an asshole to the people,
I
right?
had a job to do.
Okay.
I was hired to do a job.
By who?
Carl Jansen. Carl Jansen's personal assistant. I was hired to do a job here.
All right. I'll pull, while still holding the cane in the bullet hole, I'll pull the sword out and cut his throat.
Okay.
All right.
No more questions.
You are done asking questions. You cut his throat. And
we're going to take the hat as evidence for our job.
Okay. What was your job? Do you recall?
Nope.
I think it was to find out how he was getting around. That's what my character remembers.
I'm pretty sure it was to stop him from putting up the things.
Well, the job specifically was to stop the
signs from going up.
No, to stop the scabs from showing up.
So kind of in a way we did that.
One very brutal way to do that.
That's the only way I know how to do business. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So you kill a man in the tunnels, and you as you're kind of I guess, do you search his body?
Xander, can you do something? Can you do like a right to make sure he doesn't come back as a ghost?
Nope.
Well, that could be problematic.
That's not a thing. People die, they become ghosts.
Yep. I think there is.
I mean, if I see him ever, like I can do stuff then, but
I think there would be a right. It's a little more complicated than I think you know how to do, and I think it's something that would take a little longer than you have time for now.
I don't think this was a good idea.
I'll run his pockets.
Yeah, so as you look through his pockets, you find 3 coins.
Like 3 coin worth?
Yep. And
so now we have 4 coin.
We'll
like 3.5.
minus 3 for the job. And
but we're also gonna get more
give it back.
from the
Just give it back
completion.
to him.
No. We got our payment from the job too coming. We could have 2 coin.
Then taxes.
Maybe.
And
yeah, I mean, I would call this criminal activity at this point. There's just a murder. I wouldn't have charged you for it until you murdered somebody in the street.
No, it wasn't the street. Nobody saw it. Nobody sees it except that ghost. Kenneth's been watching.
Kenneth saw it. Kenneth will remember that.
Kenneth always watches.
Damn, Kenneth approves.
Does he though?
Kenneth didn't like that.
Kenneth is a bitch then.
For the record, I didn't kill anyone.
Same.
No, I'll take that. That's fine.
I also did not kill him.
That's on me.
I mean, it's like, hey, I get it. It's just mechanically that's heat.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, that's a choice.
That's if somebody finds him.
That's if you kill anyone mechanically, if there is a murder. somebody will eventually find him in these tunnels. You're not the only people using these tunnels.
Will they
I look at Milo
people?
and I'm like, hey, don't leave a calling card on this one.
I didn't want to kill him.
Not to mention that everyone in that bar saw us have a conversation with him, so everyone's gonna know it's us once he's found.
And you guys, where do you guys go at this point? Do you go to the stairs?
Question.
Yes.
Do these tunnels connect to like the jagged tunnels of the
Waterfall?
You're not sure. You don't know. This is your first time ever in these tunnels.
Kevin knows there is, but Milo does not. That rushing water, was that like, that was sewage, right?
You would recognize that as water running through a pipe. So it wasn't. You're far enough north from the waterfall that you're not going to hear it underground. Above ground at this point, you would hear it kind of off in the distance. You're on the a far northern end of, at this point, just past St. Helena's.
You want to bring this to the waterfalls?
We need to dispose the body. I figured the waterfall is probably the best spot. Do you think these tunnels connect to the waterfall?
I'm not good with directions, mate.
I immediately just turn away from you and look at Xander.
Dude, I have no idea. I'm beaten up. My head hurts.
Are we going up?
I need a drink. Sure.
This will bring us, I think, into the news office.
We don't want to go there then.
I mean, it might be a good way to go in and go, get the fuck out of here. All the scabs.
If this scab's up there right now.
I mean, it's like 11:30. They should be up there, right?
It's probably later than that.
If anybody made it in, you do remember the picketers told you that they were fighting off the scabs.
They have to go through the tunnels, right?
Well, the scabs were coming in through the street. The scabs weren't going in through the tunnel.
So they're not even in the building at all then?
Yeah, no, there's no scabs in there unless the picketers lost the fight this morning, which you guys weren't there to see.
I mean, we could always just walk up and come out of the news office.
I feel like coming out of the news office would make them upset.
I think it would show a position of power.
If we end up in the office, they're probably going to think we're scabs if they see us walk out of the office.
But if we walk out with the fedora in our hands,
then everyone's going to know that we murdered this dude. Like sooner than when they find his body.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a conundrum because if we go back, those guards with the dealer are going to. That's worse. I think, you know what? That's worse. I think we go out this door.
All right, I'm listening to you.
Maybe we weekend at Bernie's this guy to the guards.
Are we gonna Buzz Lightyear this again?
Oh my God, so good. That's so
just
good.
Blame it on them.
Is that what we're doing? Is that your plan?
I have a disguise kit and an extra set of clothing that we could like really like jazz them up.
I mean, you guys are now at the presumably the basement of the paper.
That's what I was guessing. Yeah.
And you guys know that you were asked to first stop the
man
scab
putting up the papers.
Yeah. but you were also asked to help find a way to end the strike. And you know that the CEO is held up in the offices there. He does have some private security throughout the building, and you don't know exactly how many. But you're in a position that you could potentially kill two birds with one stone here. Get to the root of the problem. You're also
maybe not actually kill. Maybe not actually kill.
So I mean, if you guys want to,
he was gonna kill me, so I stopped it from
fair enough
happening.
Okay.
I like my life. I think you fellas like your lives, so I went with that.
Yeah, I wanted to stab him in the knee, but I was like stuck in the muck over here.
Fair enough.
Let's go up.
Let's go up.
Leave the body down here.
Let's get this strike. Let's get the strike done.
Do we go up and if there, like, could Jansen be in the building?
Of course he is.
You know that.
He's locked up in his office.
He's in the office.
He probably has guard though, right?
Did you not listen to what Matt just said?
No, but
He literally just said that.
Yeah, he said it, but I'm Milo.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a Kevin thing.
No,
you guys are you guys are having the conversation. Go ahead. Yeah.
I would assume so.
Are you?
But I think this guy was top dog.
I would say I look at Xander and are you too tired to like move on? Like,
we're already here. Let's get it done.
I think we go up and we demand that they rehire the Newsies.
Yeah, we
and I think we just barge in. I think we've done what we've done. We throw the beret on the table and we say, "You no longer have Paul Peterson. What are you gonna do now? Hire your employees back."
Do that.
I make sure my gun's fully loaded. You should probably do the same too. This could get ugly.
I don't have a gun.
You don't have a gun?
I slap my gun into his hands. Here you go.
Now I'm all clunky.
I know you. I picture you holding this gun. You're like, yeah.
It made my load go up one. My load goes
you're
too
at
high.
Normal load now. Yeah.
My load would go. No, I can't do this. I give it back to him. Let's try. What I got is, and I pulled the sword out of my cane again.
Oh, I got one of those too now.
Yeah, you took it. Your load is at normal now.
Give me that.
Oh, my load is still light because I only had 3 items.
Yeah, you can carry that for now, but I want that one. I'm adding that to my collection.
All right.
I'll trade these you because I like it.
How about I make you look like a pretty boy?
I'm good.
Can we get this done?
That was what I was going to trade for it.
Yeah, you guys are still like in this tunnel.
I start going up.
Let's go up the ladder.
All right.
All right. And it's a stairwell. So you're walking up, and you see it opens up into what looks to be an archives basement. And you are coming into what you can tell is the archives room of the Durham Falls Daily. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
My adversary, literature.
Yes, indeed.
The one foe I cannot destroy.
Yeah, so that's where we'll go and cut it, because this is coming into another score. Had you guys turned around and went back, we would have done some downtime real quick, but I think you guys are in a position where you could potentially do 2 separate scores in one setting. You guys are pretty messed up though, so
I'm fine. Really?
No, I have 1 harm. I'm good. I just have a lot of stress. I just can't stress out.
Right. You're emotionally fucked up.
I have 2 level 1 harms.
Oh no!
Because I was still recovering from bruised ribs, and now I have a minor concussion.
If you get another level 1 harm, then you would get a level 2 harm at that point.
Yeah.
Stay back.
And I'm pretty close to stress the shit out. So
yeah, we need our friend Weston to do some stressful things for us the next session, which is in 3 weeks.
Is that right? Yeah, 3 weeks.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, so we're out next Saturday. With this anyway, we might do something else. The 26th, Saturday the 26th, we are going to be streaming a long D&D session
down in the basement in the dungeon.
D&D session.
Maine, and we're gonna have an in-person session with all of us there.
6 hours, everybody.
A 6 hour
one shot.
So that starts at noon on the 26th.
Yes.
So be there for that. Come and hang out for that. And then we'll be back with this game on the 2nd of September.